is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path.
First reading. A reading from the letter to the Hebrews, chapter 9, verses 2 to 3 and 11 to 14. A tabernacle was constructed, the outer one, in which were the lampstand, the table, and the bread of offering. This is called the holy place. Behind the second veil was the tabernacle called the Holy of Holies. But when Christ came as high priest of the good things that have come to be, passing through the greater and more perfect tabernacle, not made by hands, that is, not belonging to this creation, he entered once for all into the sanctuary, not with the blood of goats and calves, but with his own blood, thus obtaining eternal redemption. For if the blood of goats and bulls and the sprinkling of a heifer's ashes can sanctify those who are defiled, so that their flesh is cleansed, how much more will the blood of Christ, who through the eternal Spirit offered himself unblemished to God, cleanse our consciences from dead works to worship the living God. The word of the Lord.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Saint Mark. Jesus came with his disciples into the house. Again the crowd gathered, making it impossible for them to even eat. When his relatives heard of this, they sent out to seize him, for they said, "He is out of his mind." The Gospel of the Lord.
My dear friends, today we shall reflect on the high priesthood of Jesus. Jesus was sent this world to intercede on behalf of God as the high priest. The whole of this week we have been reading the book of Hebrews, and the passages on the Jesus being the high priest is reflected in our readings. We have been seeing in the past days Jesus' ministry of healing, casting out demons, calling disciples, preaching to the people, and so on. But the most significant ministry of Jesus was his being the priest and victim on the cross as the high priest to bring us to salvation. Therefore, it is Jesus' high priesthood that we are experiencing in our daily life. Not like in the olden days, the high priest performed his rituals and went off, but Jesus keeps on offering himself continuously for the salvation of the world. The Holy Mass is a continuation of the sacrifice on the cross. And Jesus, through his high priesthood, continues his ministry through the priests and through the Holy Eucharist and bringing us to that salvation. Therefore, my dear friends, let us be thankful for the priestly gift God has given to the church. The Eucharist is the center, the source and summit of Christian life. And therefore, we need to draw inspiration and strength from the Eucharist, from the priesthood of Jesus. Even though we are restricted and limited these days by attending and participating in the Holy Eucharist, we can still draw inspiration and strength from the high priesthood of Jesus by experiencing the effective power of the Holy Eucharist, by spreading that Jesus' love to the world. Because, my dear friends, Jesus sacrificed his life for the love of humanity, and that Jesus' love should be spread by us to our brothers and sisters. In these days, we have a duty towards our brothers and sisters of helping out each other, of assisting in their need, and also doing works of charity. Therefore, the priesthood of Jesus is shared by us, and we participate in the Eucharist and experience its effective power, and we share Jesus' love through our generosity and charity, because Jesus he himself said to love, there is no greater love than to sacrifice one's life for others. And Jesus has offered that holy life as high priest for the salvation of all.